Greetings and salutations. Boys, I'm going to show you a little demo. We've been talking a lot about buoyancy and some other things, gentlemen. I want to show you a little demonstration known as a Cartesian Diver. Cartesian Diver is a very simple concept. I have a 2-liter. It's full of water. Water is fairly non-compressible fluid. Okay. We've also got in there a little, what we call a Cartesian Diver. I use this out of a little pipette that I cut and then used a larger thumbtack in order to give it a counterweight. That blue fluid, very unique, very special. It's water with food coloring. Gentlemen, inside there, though, there is a little small bubble. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but inside the Cartesian Diver is a small little bubble. Okay, and that small little bubble is actually what is going to make this work. Gentlemen, water itself as a liquid is fairly non-compressible. However, gases are pretty compressible. Okay. Now, we can show this a couple of different ways here. Okay. For instance, there's a little bubble that's actually in my bottle. You can see it a little bit there. I know we've got a lot of reflection going on, but there's a little bubble in there. Okay. I can demonstrate that a little bit, what we're trying to show here, gentlemen. If I push down on the bottle and create some pressure, other than running away, that bubble will get smaller. Okay. You can actually see just a little bit that the bubble gets smaller when I apply pressure. When I apply pressure, right, I actually can compress air, but I cannot compress the liquid. So only the bubble gets smaller. The water does not get compressed. Okay? So if I show this on a different level, there's that little bubble. It's in my Cartesian Diver. So when I apply pressure to my fluid here, right, to my liquid, right, and I compress it, and I create pressure on the bottle, that little bubble in there gets compressed too. Okay. So if I decrease the volume, I increase the density. Okay. Decrease the volume of my bubble, I increase the overall density of my Cartesian Diver. Okay. So create pressure, make bubble smaller, make volume smaller, make density bigger. More dense things sink in fluids that are less dense. Again, release the pressure, it'll float back up, and you can play with it a little bit. You can actually get it so that the pressure, if you kind of balance it, you can actually get it to stop in place and float in the middle of your bottle. Just get your pressure just right. Gentlemen, this is a Cartesian Diver. It is based on the fact that air or gases are easier to compress than liquids, and therefore I can change the density of my little bubble in there. Well, I don't change the density of the liquid itself very much. All right, gentlemen, have fun.